Hey my beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm cooking a beef. I want to show you guys how I prepare my beef. So here it's already boiling, guys. It's boiling and I want it to be very tender and very soft. So I've put spices and chili. This is how I love my chili, the yellow chili. So I put everything like spice, salt, and my chili so everything can come together and I can feel the real taste of it. So I'm gonna let the water go down a little bit, and when the water is finally a little bit gone, I'm gonna show you guys the next step. So I've put normal Raja that you get in your local grocery store. Yeah, these are the two spices that I've combined and put in my beef stew. So you can get it at your local store. It's very affordable. So after that, I'm gonna also be putting my coconut oil, which I also bought at a local grocery store where you can get, guys. It helps with the taste a little bit and it's very nutritious. So I also already cut my tomatoes. So I like to cut my tomatoes not too small, but I just cut it the way I want, and I put onion and garlic. So yeah, when it's time to bread, I'll just put everything together. So yeah, the beef is still boiling and stuff. So we're gonna come back to that, guys. I will show you the next step. So what I'm going to do now, this is the next step where I'm gonna remove the soup that is left. Is just a little bit of a soup. So the reason being, like, I'm removing this soup is because I still want that same soup. That same soup is feel like it have a lot of chili in it, and the tomato and everything, like the taste, the spice and everything. So when I do my beef, I like to remove, just to reduce the salt, the soup. I remove the soup from the pot and leave the meat like that. Like, I leave the pot empty with no soup, only the meat. So this will give, I don't need to put any soup in anything, because I don't really like all the soup, minstrel soup, or stuff in my meat. Most of the time I love the original soup from the meat. So this is going to it's going to make my meat to be, the soup to be a little bit thick, because the soup that I'm removing here is actually thick. So it's going to be a little bit thicker, 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 thicker. And I don't need to overcook it too much. Once I'm done adding my tomatoes and everything that I need to add, yeah, I will just put the soup on top, and I will let it maybe like for like 3 minutes or 4 minutes if I want, for everything to just blend together. But I don't actually need to cook it too much because the soup is already cooked, guys. It's already cooked and it's already okay. So if you follow this recipe perfectly, it doesn't even need a lot of things. Like I've shown you guys at the beginning, tomato and everything is something that you always have in your kitchen. So as you can see, the soup is a thick, like a little bit thick, thick, thick. That is how I want it to be. And it's hot, like the chili and everything is gonna warm my body and stuff. So my pot is empty now. As you guys can see, there is no soup at all. So I'm going to add, yeah, there's no soup at all. I will add this soup after. So now, guys, I'm going to add a little bit of my coconut oil. Yeah, and it's very delicious on food. So now I'm adding my coconut oil. Like, I'll just scoop a spoon and add it to my meat, so I can use it to just fry the meat for a little bit. Yeah, so as the smell is busy melting, I'm gonna fry it a little bit. And I think I'm gonna need a little bit of the oil. It seems like it's not that much, or the way I want it. We don't want to, and I don't want to end up burning the pot or burning the meat and stuff. So I'm adding a little bit. So this is not too much. I know some of you will be like, that's too much oil. It's not too much, guys. It's not too much. It's actually enough. So yeah, I'm busy frying the meat right now. Like, as you can see, guys, the meat is very cooked. When you add the spice from the beginning, it also helps with give the meat the color that it wants. As you can see, my beef is a little bit yellowish and stuff like that, because I add those spices on time, and is brown, like, yeah. And it also make your meat taste very delicious. because you added the spice from the beginning, everything boiled together. So now I'm going to add my tomatoes and garlic. I think I'll add it once, tomatoes, onion, and garlic and stuff. I was even trying to separate it, but I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I tried to separate it to put it on the other side, but I just decided to say, okay, let me just cook everything together. It actually does make your meat okay. Sometimes when you are just lazy to do all those things, just add everything together and let it boil. So it will really, really help you with, yeah, blending everything together. So I just decided to add everything together and it came out very nice and very delicious. Tomatoes, guys, when I cook, to me, tomatoes are very, like, they play a vital role in my dishes. I don't think I've ever really cooked a dish without tomato, like when it comes to meat and stuff. I really, really love tomatoes. I love the color that it gives. And it's also healthy, guys. And I love to use fresh tomatoes most of the time. So most of the time I use fresh tomatoes. As you guys can see, this thing is already looking so beautiful. Like, it's looking so beautiful. I'm not even done yet, but it looks so beautiful. Yeah. So I'm gonna add everything once and just close. I'll close my pot, stir everything together. So everything can be smooth and nice. As you guys can see, it's very beautiful already. Beauty. So I'm going to close it for a little while and I'll come back and check it and I'll show you guys the next step. So finally everything is getting together, like the tomato, the onions, and everything is blending in. So I've let it cook for a while. So now I'm going to add my the soup that I removed to fry this together. So now I'm going to add the soup and it's going to thicken a little bit, and we are almost reaching the final step of our food so we can see the result. I'm telling you guys, try this recipe. This meat is very delicious. I like to explore and try more things in my channel, especially when it comes to food and cooking. And I think I'm gonna be doing this more often now. So now is the final step, like, of adding the soup, and we're gonna dish up soon. As you guys can see, I love the soup, the way it looks. It's rich, is very thick, is sweet, is nice. It looks so delicious, very, 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 very delicious. So as you can see, I'm adding the soup. Everything is looking like very good and very delicious. The taste, guys, the taste only, ish, the taste on its own is the best. It doesn't only look good on the eyes, it tastes good, like it tastes delicious. This will take you to another level. You feel like you're in heaven when you taste this delicious beef. You can eat it with pap, you can eat it with the rice, anything that you have, you can eat it like anytime, anyhow you want to eat it. So yeah, let's close it and we'll come back and dish up. The moment we all have been waiting for, we are done cooking, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. So now is the moment of to reveal the final result. So now I'm dishing up on the plate just to show you guys how it looks like, how tasty and delicious it looks. Unfortunately, you can't taste it through the screen, guys. I mean, that's a tough one though. I am going to get to taste all this delicious food that I've prepared, guys. This meat is delicious. Like, yo, look at that. Just take a look at that. You can just take a spoon and start digging in, like, without any distraction, without any disturbance. So I'm gonna eat this food, guys, but I'm gonna eat it off camera. So thank you, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. This is how I prepare my beef. It's very, very delicious. I can't wait to taste this food. Like, I can't wait. And you're gonna see more videos of this from me, guys. Please support me. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon, guys. I love you so much. God bless you. Bye.